wonderful, and 100% Japanese. Hi, this is Apex Tioki, and this is Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, one of the Nintendo 64's most bizarre and beloved cult classics. A game that mixes action, platforming, humor, and giant robot battles, and still somehow works. To understand Goemon on the N64, we gotta rewind a little bit. The Goemon series known in Japan as Ganbare Goemon had already been a hit franchise for over a decade. It started in arcades around 1986 and made its way onto the Famicom and Super Famicom with several side-scrolling action RPGs. Western audiences got a taste with Legend of the Mystical Ninja on Super Nintendo, but the series remained mostly Japan exclusive, until this oddball entry hit the N64. Mystical Ninja starring Goemon begins with a UFO shaped like a peach crash landing into ancient Japan. From it emerges the evil Peach Mountain shoguns, flamboyant invaders from outer space who want to turn Japan into a giant musical stage show. Goemon and his oddball crew, his pervy sidekick Ebisumaru, the mechanical ninja Sasuke, and Konoichi Yai set out to stop them, traveling from feudal towns to haunted temples and even into outer space. The story is packed with absurd humor, cultural parody, and genuinely charming moments. It never takes itself too seriously, and that's exactly why it works. At its core, Mystical Ninja is a hybrid. Platforming, adventure, problem-solving, and even giant robot battles. It was like Zelda meets Saturday morning cartoons, with a heaping spoonful of absurdity. There are 4 playable characters that I mentioned earlier. You have the main character Goemon, the blue-haired ninja, armed with a smoking pipe, and he can also throw money like a weapon too. He also has a chain pipe weapon that can hook to objects and pull them across bigger jumps. You have Konoichi Yai. She's equipped with a katana, bazooka, and will unlock a flute later that will essentially be her fast travel. Then you have Ebisumaru. He has a huge mallet and a wind-up camera that can make ghosts visible and find secrets hidden around certain levels. Sasuke has most variety with dual kunais, a throwable kunai of cold, and a firecracker bomb that can be used to open certain doors. Each character also has magical abilities that will unlock certain obstacles in areas of the world. Goemon has super strength, which is pretty much like a Super Saiyan Easter egg. Ebisumaru can turn himself small and squeeze into tiny places. Yai has a mermaid ability that allows her to swim underwater. And Sasuke has a super jump that is useful to get around most maps. Now let's talk a little bit more about those first-person robot battles, complete with a transformation and theme song. battles are nothing short of a masterpiece. The robot mecha you pilot is an almost sentient character named Impact. There are 3 of these battles that take place throughout the game, 1 on land, 1 in the sea, and the last being the endgame boss taking place in space. You have a Ryu launcher that shoots your money as a projectile. His fists are his main weapon, but also one of his arms has a chain ability that can pull the enemy to you. Honestly, the robot battles are one of the coolest parts about the game. They feel really cool, and at the time this game came out, it was really good for a first-person 3D battle. But while playing the game, stuck on some trivial enemies, I sometimes ask myself, why don't I just use Impact to get through this stuff? If only it was that easy. There was one more game that came out in North America in the Ganbare Goemon series. Another N64 release with the same wonderful, wacky charm, Goemon's Great Adventure. Sadly though, this was the last title released in North America. The series did go on with more titles, only to release in Japan though. But still, the legacy lives on. The last original title was released in 2005 for the Nintendo DS, so it's been 20 years since the world was in need of saving. I wonder if Goemon is still even fit for the job. Goemon is a game that really matters to me because it was a game I remember from growing up. It was a game that we brought home one day and didn't understand any of it, but it was still fun to play. I spent hours with my brothers playing it, making guesses of what we thought the characters were saying. So many fond memories. Playing the game just brings them all back, you know? If you've never looked at this title, need something just new and fresh to play, give it a try. Let me know what you think of the game. I'd really like to hear what others have to say about it. Make your kids play it if they're stuck on Fortnite and Call of Duty. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope this opened your eyes to what kind of video games can be out there. As always, thanks for watching guys. Apex the Oki out.